You're watching TCBA TV, dedicated to reforming the automotive, motorcycle, and recreational vehicle industries. TCBA TV has been called the most brilliant, not a shot fired revolution in the history of capitalism that will change the face of business in America as we know it today. The more prepared, informed, and educated you are, the better choices you will make. Educating Nevada one consumer at a time. Please welcome your host, Mitch Burney.
Welcome to TCBA TV. We're here to unite our community into the nation's most powerful consumer group to cause reform to the automotive, motorcycle, and recreational vehicle industries. We want you to use your money, your power, your vote to support only the top businesses in these industries and to cause reform by shifting your operating capital to the businesses in our community truly worthy of your support. You'd be pleased to know since the inception of our first radio show, August of 2011, not one member of our community in Northern Nevada has had to file a complaint with us on any of the businesses that we endorse. And you can access these businesses anytime, day or night, by visiting tcbatv.com and clicking on our preferred businesses page. We hope you enjoy the show.
Watching TCBA TV, dedicated to reforming the automotive, motorcycle, and recreational vehicle industries.
People have asked, what is the standard for a business to be invited as a guest on this show? Our next guest is one that really exemplifies what that standard looks like. A business that I've personally conducted business with for more than a decade and a half, and one of the finest examples of core values of integrity and a quality commitment to our community. Please welcome to our show, Eric Rembus with Dent Pro. Welcome to the show, Eric.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
You know, this service that you provide, Dent Pro, was originally designed for automotive businesses more than general public.
Yeah, actually, it started off back in the early 80s. We used to do it on airplanes, but it kind of been refined and started off in the early 90s. It pretty much got it established as far as basically getting behind the dent and massaging it right back out and factory finished.
I guess the best description for your services would be paintless dent removal.
That's right.
And you described it. You get in behind it and you press it out.
Yeah, massage it right back out to its original state. A lot of times, sometimes, well, it can be a little reminiscent of it, but it's a fraction of the cost and time as the body shop.
Well, and one of the things too is you're preserving the original factory paint and finish, and on some vehicles that enhances its value.
Oh, indubitably, yeah. It's people are just absolutely amazed out there. How well is it one a mobile service and going to your driveway or workplace and getting something done while you're working and getting whatever you need to do. I come right out there, wiggle out the dent, and people are just overjoyed over it.
Well, you mentioned a fraction of the cost of body repairs, and then bondo and
Right.
sanding and paint and drying times and being without your car. Typically, what kind of time frame does it take to massage a dent back out?
It all depends on size and shape. Sometimes, you get the big ones, and they usually take a little bit more effort to work its way out. But your little dings and dents can be done within 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes. Shopping cart dents are probably within 5-10 minutes. Goes from there.
Well, and also you mentioned cost effective. I mean, you are a fraction of the cost of a body repair to press a dent back out or ding back out. What is the minimum charge to have a ding removed, for an example?
I start at $80 for the initial dent, and then if you have multitude of other dents, it's all subject to basic low price. When you go to a body shop and you see a little ding and they see it and you're getting costs of $500-600 to repair a dent, a lot of times body shops will refer them right to me and go right out to the customer's house and wiggle it right on out for $80, and they're just overjoyed and they appreciate the body referral.
Well, and I mentioned this was originally designed for dealerships to recondition their inventory, but you are available for general public consumption.
Oh, yeah.
And mobile.
Oh, yeah. We've been doing it for over 20 years now, and it started off in the dealerships, and as we got progressively really good at it, a lot of the dealerships were referring business my way, and it just took off from there. It's sensational ever since.
Well, one of the things that I really respect about you is your commitment to quality and integrity and standing behind your
Right.
work.
Oh yeah.
And I want to talk about something else. If you have something that you get out there and maybe there's a scuff on a bumper and a door ding, you also have the ability now to mobily help on those as well.
Yeah, I'm actually certified by the state to actually paint bumpers. Um, I use a very expensive product for color matching. Um, what a person would probably get charged right around $1,400 to repair a bumper. I did one just the other day for $350, and he was ecstatic over it. He just couldn't believe it. And it's inevitable. You bump in it again, and at least you didn't have to spend your high deductible or spend a lot of money on something that it's inevitable is going to happen again. So I can come right back out. Love to spend your money.
One of the things that I also really enjoyed and some of our community will be pleased to know is environmentally friendly.
Oh yes, yes. I'm certified as again by the state, so we're required to have everything to the T as far as our hazmat fees and everything else. So um, yeah, a very low product that's being put on your vehicle. No overspray. It's all small spot in repairs, touch up, scuff bumpers. Like say for instance, you get a dent and you got a little scuff. A lot of times I can go right in there and just sand it out, polish it out, voila, it's done.
So whether it's a door ding or a minor scuff or a
Hmm.
parking lot bruise or a shopping cart ding.
Yeah, even those unwanted Nevada pinstriping that gets over on the sagebrush. I can go right out there and usually sand out the whole vehicle and polish it out, and people are just ecstatic over it.
That's Eric Rembus with Dempro. Eric, how can they get a hold of you?
It'd be 775-772-9118.
Thanks for joining us.
For more information on this guest, visit the preferred business page on our website, tcbatv.com. You're watching TCBA TV, dedicated to reforming the automotive, motorcycle, and recreational vehicle industries.
I'd like to welcome back to our show George Green, the operations manager at Wild West Chevrolet. George, welcome back to the show.
It's great to be here, Mitch. Thanks for having us.
I'd like to ask our community, how far would they drive for a good price on a new car?
Well, actually, that's our new promotion, is that how far would you drive to save hundreds or even thousands of dollars? As you know, Mitch, we've had GM preferred pricing, which is that price on the invoice that's usually reserved for GM employees or vendors of General Motors for almost 2 years now, and it's been wildly successful. So all I'm doing is doing everything I can to get as much inventory as possible because we're doing a really good job there. So people are driving out there. We got someone from Paradise, California, the other day, from Truckee, a couple from Reno and Sparks. So it's starting to work, and they're hearing about us. So we appreciate it.
Well, I think the truth is that not only would they drive to save some money, but really to support the business model of integrity and core values out at Wild West Chevrolet.
See, and I agree wholeheartedly with that. And we do upfront pricing. You could go to our website. You see all of our prices are already on the website at a low discounted price to begin with. So it's no hassle. And I think taking price out of the equation is an important part of it. And it's very important to us that the customer, I mean, Mitch, most of our deals are made with a handshake. So we have those type of values, and we keep our customers enthused every day. So we're very excited about what's going on out there.
Well, as I mentioned, I think people would drive even more for doing business with a quality business, even faster than they would drive to save a few $100s if they knew how you conduct business out at Wild West Chevrolet is really cutting edge of the industry. From not just how you price your cars, but how you treat people, even in regards to their personal credit.
Of course. And I mean, we take it very seriously. When someone comes in or they fill out an app online, we don't send out the app to 14 different lenders. We sit down usually with the consumer and talk to them about what their needs are, and we find the best rate possible for them, and we put them in the car at that time.
Well, and I think many consumers are unaware of the impact of that shotgun, as the industry term, technique on their credit scores.
Well, they push a button, it goes out to, a lot of lenders, and it does make a difference on the score. I mean, that's actually people applying for credit. An inquiry represents that. So banks tend to look at that a little differently.
Well, at Wild West Chevrolet, it's even goes into your certified pre-owned standards as well.
It is, and we keep a nice selection of certified pre-owned, which with General Motors, they have a terrific program that comes standard. The minimum you're going to get is at least a 12-month, 12,000 mile warranty, but you also get 2 years, 24,000 miles worth of service, and you still have the powertrain warranty up to 100,000 miles. So it's a great value for any of the consumers. So we do encourage them to look at that. And actually, there's a used inventory, a certified pre-owned, and new. So we treat it as a separate entity.
Well, and you mentioned service, and service unparalleled at Wild West Chevrolet as well.
We do a great job there, and we've hired a few extra technicians because our shop has been getting busier. But our Steve Dar and David, our advisors and our service manager, are just doing a terrific job keeping our customers happy and keeping coming back. So retention is a very big part of our business, and that repeat and referral business probably constitutes about 70% of what we do, Mitch.
I think that starts really from the fundamental belief system of the owners at Wild West Chevrolet and what their opinion of owning an automotive franchise is.
Well, they were very excited about getting the franchise, and they took it over 5 years ago, and it's been a slow, steady. Uh, it's been a really good experience for them. They've had a great time. They've immersed themselves in the community. They're asking their customers what they want, and they're delivering on those promises. So they've got a lot of integrity, and they've got a lot of pride in what they do. So we're just very encouraged about what we've seen the last 18 months. So again, Mitch, I can't stress enough how important it is to have a ownership that really stands behind what they're selling. We're selling world-class products at great values to the consumer. So all things are clicking right now. So we're very thrilled.
Well, and that also, you have something to offer our show listeners as well, as I understand.
We do. Anybody that comes in and mentions the Car Buy Advisor on any new Chevrolet, we'll give them $500 worth of accessories. They buy a used vehicle, we'll give them maintenance for 2 years.
And that's if you mention that you heard them on the Car Buyer Advisor or TCBA TV, television or radio shows,
Right.
that you'll get that special. And please let them know that you heard them and saw them here. That's George Green at Wild West Chevrolet in Yerington. And it's a short drive. Yerington's not that far.
It isn't. I commute every day. I live in Reno. You can get a hold of us at wildwestchevrolet.com and 775-463-3456. Give us a call. You'll appreciate it.
Thanks again for being here. George Green, Wild West Chevrolet.
Thanks, Mitch.
For more information on this guest, visit the preferred business page on our website, tcbatv.com. You're watching TCBA TV, dedicated to reforming the automotive, motorcycle, and recreational vehicle industries.
One of the finest businesses in our community. Is a pleasure to have back on our show. Please welcome back the owner of Performance Coatings Auto Body, Mike Shula. Mike, welcome back.
Hey, thanks, Mitch.
Performance Coatings Auto Body is really at the top of its field. Personally, have consumed and used your business for a number of years. But let's start with what makes Performance Coatings Auto Body so special.
Well, let's see. Over the last 5 years, it's taken me this far to get to this point, which has been good. We did. We started off real small, and we started off with just 3 bays, just to kind of get into the field, which was really tough in this market. I think there was 162 different body shops when we first started, and to sort of break that field, you have to do good quality work for a fair price, and you have to have safety, and you know, have your best insurance for the customer itself. And I think that's what's really got us to a point that we've gone from 3 bays to 12 bays, and it's done, and I'm happy.
The quality of the work truly is unprecedented in your industry. And I think it starts from your belief system about when a job is complete, that it has to be to a standard.
Yeah, that's true. I treat every customer as if it's my own vehicle. And that's what's great about the guys that we have working here is that they all take pride in what they do. They take pride as if it's their vehicle as well. I've got 4 girls, and I know what it's like to have safety first, you know, so I just pretend like as if every car is going to have a child in it. So safety, quality, affordability, and that's the model that we've always stuck with. And that's really important to me. So I think that's really important to the community and to the people that we do business with. So not just with the frame machine that we incurred, that we don't have to no longer sublet anymore. But another thing that we have is we do spray and bed liners at the shop there, a lot of fiberglass work with our boats. And we really got into some of the plastics. We do a lot of stuff for some of the companies out there that do stuff like the slot machines. And so the plastics, the metals that we do is, so we're diversified.
And the one thing that I really love about Performance Coatings Auto Body is, well, other businesses around you may just go after the extra profits by shortchanging the consumer. Your standard is to do the right thing. And I want to talk about this a little bit because I think it's an item of concern to the community that they're unaware of, that there are shops that take shortcuts in the repairs, the parts, things like that. So let's talk about your standard.
Our standard is that I think that the customer should get exactly what they pay for. Every car that you get is something that a lot of people just take pride in what they get. You don't get one every year. So they want to fix the one that they have. They want to have good quality parts put on. The amount of money that they're going to spend is going to go a long way with our shop. And I think if you've got something, I'd like to take it on and yeah.
One of the things that I want our community to be aware of is that in the automotive body shop industry, it's probably as riddled with, plagued with problems as the automotive dealership segment. Some shops will use used parts instead of new, and they'll charge for new on the estimates, or not even put parts that are on an estimate on. If you want what you pay for, as Mike said, then your choice should be Performance Coatings Auto Body. Tell them how they can get a hold of you.
You can get a hold of me at 100 Gentry Way, Suite D2, 829-8181.
And your website is?
PerformanceCoatingsAutobody.com.
That's Mike Shula, owner of Performance Coatings Auto Body. You have a choice. Please choose them. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
For more information on this guest, visit the preferred business page on our website, tcbatv.com. You're watching TCBA TV, dedicated to reforming the automotive, motorcycle, and recreational vehicle industries.
Our next guest has owned businesses in Northern Nevada for almost 4 decades. And with a reputation for quality, core fundamental values, and integrity, it is a pleasure to introduce to you for the first time on our show, Reza Mashor, owner of both Nevada Auto Diagnostics and the Sporthouse Motor Cars. Welcome to the show, Reza.
Thank you.
Nevada Auto Diagnostics, I said almost 4 decades. Tell us when that got its start.
Well, we started working on the race cars and tuning all those high-end cars. And we keep working, and emission check came along. We took over that one. We started working on the emission since they started. And we try to give its best service to our customer and same time best price. And we have so much customer which is coming. We keep opening the new location, keep again, you know. At this point, we are having 8 locations. We try to serve the north and south of the Nevada.
8 locations all over northern Nevada.
And the south of the Nevada.
And southern Nevada,
Las
all the way
Vegas,
down
yeah.
to Las Vegas.
Yes.
Let's talk about Nevada Auto Diagnostics for a moment. You're 2G emission certified as well. And for our community that may not understand that, you're more than just a smog check shop.
We are, and we can do any uh, services for any car regarding to failure, smog, or any repair. Doesn't matter. We can do A to Z, from the transmission, rear end, engine work, and computer work, and we do the gas and the diesel.
And the 2G certification means that you, if a vehicle fails, that you're licensed to also repair
Yes, we
emissions
do.
on both gas and diesel engines.
Yes, we do.
And that's an important feature for people, that they don't have to go somewhere else and then come back and get retested.
Exactly.
And if something does fail, I understand that if they do the repairs with you at Nevada Auto Diagnostics,
If they fail, if we fix the car, they get a special discount, and sometimes we give a free smog check on the second smog check. We try to keep the customer happy and minimize the cost, because sometimes they go some other places, they come up to several $100 to fix the car, but we can do it sometimes less than half the price they're charging. And that is our goal is, we keep adding. We are not looking for pay our overhead by the one customer, because we have so many customers, we are working on it, and we are busy all day, and we try to get the lowest cost for our customer, and the price of the part we get, because we get a big volume, always we have more discount, we pass it to our customers.
so quality service at a fair price has been your model as a business owner.
Plus a fast service.
I want to say this, that the businesses that you've owned in Northern Nevada have had just a quality reputation. And as the advocate for our community, it is also one of the reasons your reputation in our community for, like I said, almost 4 decades, that when I found out that you were the purchaser or owner, current owner now of Sporthouse Motor Cars, that I came to you to talk about returning.
Yes, I'm glad you came back, and we have you here, and we try to build up a better relation with our new customers, and we are making the one by one, all the customers, we be able to give a service and the sale of our car. We are not looking for overnight. We build up this business. I have a big patient. Last 40 years I did. Still I'm doing little by little. We are going to take over.
Well, one of the things that attracted you to Sporthouse was purchasing a business with a reputation in our community that was equal to your own reputation.
It is. It is. That is the reason I took over, because I thought we can have a different taste, and plus, different client we can talk. We are not just dealing with the small check or regular service. I thought we step up, we can service all the high-end car and sport cars.
And exotics as well.
And exactly.
I think that a lot of people will be surprised at Sporthouse that it's known for its high line and exotic and sports cars, but we have some really quality, affordable transportation, and it's more of a quality commitment in everything that is done at Sporthouse, from sales to service.
Yes, we don't try to stay on the high-end car only. We try to blend ourselves to the all kind customer they come in, we be able to service him, no matter what. High end, low end, no matter what. That is my goal is, if we go just only do the high end people, how about the other low end people? They need some service. They need my service. They know where is our old shop is it, and they're coming over there asking me question. They want we service their car on this location. We don't try to ignore him. We try to take him in. And right now we are working on the best technician. We are trying to hire probably 2, 3 more technicians. We are going to have him on the board. We try to get everybody be equal,
It surprises me when people are in my office and we're showing them the difference in quality of cars, how unfamiliar they are with that. At Sport House, when we go out and acquire cars, they're rated at the auctions that we attend from zero point 0 to 5.0. It's a 50-point rating scale. And while many dealers will go out and acquire the lower grade cars, cosmetically and mechanically alter them to try to make them look good because they can buy them for significantly less, the business model at Sport House is selling the best car we can even find to begin with.
That's true. And we spend at least 2-3 days on the auction. We check every single car before we buy them. Make sure we have a good car on our lot. Even after purchasing all those cars from the auction, if anything come up, still we stay behind them and we try to take care of our customers.
It's doing the right thing, taking care of your customer before the sale and the selection model of the inventory, during the sale, and fair pricing strategies at Sport House, and after the sale, and taking care of them and continuing to have their business for a lifetime. That's the Sport House philosophy.
That is our goal.
That's Reza Mashur, owner of both Nevada Auto Diagnostics and Sport House Motor Cars. Let's start with Nevada Auto Diagnostics. How do they get a hold of you there?
Yeah, Nevada Auto Diagnostics located corner of the Kitski and Plum, 2050 Kitski Lane, and phone number is 775-825-7664.
And Sport House Motor Cars is at 9732 South Virginia. It's located just next to the Winco property. Enter on Market Street, right up against the freeway as you exit at South Motos Parkway. That's 9732 South Virginia, and sporthousemotorcars.com, and the house is spelled like the German spell it, H-A-U-S. And the phone number there, 775-329-1447. And we look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
For more information on this guest, visit the preferred business page on our website, tcbatv.com. You're watching TCBA TV, dedicated to reforming the automotive, motorcycle, and recreational vehicle industries.
Well, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed today's show. And if you'd like more information on the guests that we interviewed today, visit tcbatv.com, click on the Preferred Businesses tab, and you'll be able to also click on the YouTube links below the businesses that we endorse and listen to their past interviews and share them with your friends. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.